Boys, it's almost time we say goodbye to the never seen 17, the GOAT of pro wrestling, John Cena. John Cena has put us through good times and even bad times. But whether you were cheering or booing, no matter what, you're always reacting. Cena is just the best wrestler of all time. What you want out of a wrestler is what you get from Cena. There's no other way of putting it. And on December 13th, we see it for the last time. But I thought I'd make a special video today talking about my favorite memories from 2008 to present time. We're just going to go back and remember Cena from his greatness. Alright, one of my first memories of Cena wasn't a match or a promo. It was actually a shirt. A shirt that was pixelated that had Cena about to do the 5-knuckle shuffle. That shirt was tough, man. It caught my 4-year-old ass attention, and my goodness, they don't make shirts like they did back then, but that was definitely my first memories. I remember seeing him on TV. He was on the ramp cutting a promo. But I really wanted that shirt. That shirt was so tough. But then one of my first memories of Cena was with him in Crime Time messing up JBL's limo. Oh no. This was so funny. And Crime Time was just so entertaining with their segments. After that, I clearly remember this vividly, his feud with Randy back in 2009 when they feuded during October and it was about to be Hell in a Cell. That was oh my god, that was so good. Monday Night Raw, they would go inside the Hell in a Cell and then they'd fight outside the Hell in a Cell and then go to the top. Cena hits an AA, ends the show. Hype. Oh my goodness. Just peak. Little did I know this would be a feud to remember of my childhood. Literally going all the way from 08 or 09. 08, 09. And then all the way to present time. Crazy. Alright, now from going through good times, bad times are coming. As 2010 comes, so does Nexus. Oh my god, I wanted to punch these guys through my screen. Bro, these guys absolutely sucked. They're a bunch of rookies sliming my boy Cena for no good reason. This pissed me off. They went after my GOAT and just cleared him. These guys were lunatics out here breaking the ring, destroying announcers, Daniel Bryan choking the announcer, and then getting shoot fired, but they came back. But these bozos even went after the king. Like, why? I mean, there's probably 8 good reasons, but that took 8 people to put down my GOAT. But come on, man. Cena would come back ultimately. But before he did that, Cena would join the Nexus after losing a Hell in a Cell match to Wade Barrett. This hurt my soul. It felt like, I don't know what it felt like. It just felt like pain, heartbreak, a breakup. Even though my 5-year-old ass didn't know what that meant. But it just broke my heart. Why would he join Nexus? And then later on, he would be involved in a match in Survivor Series between Wade Barrett and Randy. And if Wade won, it would free Cena from the Nexus. But if he lose, or if Randy wins, Cena would leave WWE. Fired. Gone. Going into this, the C Nation all wanted Wade to win. Because as kids, we deadass thought he was going to get GG's, Pat, you're gone forever. And on the episode of Raw that made the loss, I was so heartbroken. Like the Raw after Survivor Series, I was so heartbroken. I'm like, wait, Randy won? No. And then Cena comes out, cuts this emotional ass promo, and then he gets that Vince treatment. Remember when Vince was about to head into that limo and it blows up? Basically the same thing, and except no Paul London smiling. Like, he just leaves and alright, I guess. And then, of course, Cena comes back, but we're all happy. We're kids. We're popping. Did you hear that pop? It's John Cena! It was crazy. He made Wade Barrett look like a fool, and Wade Barrett would be cost the champion once again. But that's a chapter closed, because I don't really remember anything after that until the next phase of his career, which is Little Punk, CM Punk, one of his greatest. He called him his soulmate. I mean, my goodness, CM Punk is one of the best wrestlers, and John Cena really brought the best out of him. As former Nexus member, CM Punk would take Cena, but I didn't watch their classic match at Money in the Bank because I would watch the SummerSlam rematch, because I had that on DVD. Yeah, remember that? I don't think y'all little kiddos know what a DVD is. I'm playing with y'all. But I watched it a lot because I had it on DVD. And this SummerSlam 2011 was actually not that bad. It was a pretty good card, but it was championship versus championship, as Punk would leave with the title like he said he would, and they would have a tournament which Ray would win, and then out comes Cena demanding a match, and he wins it. Not even Ray winning it a day. He didn't even have the belt for 24 hours. Come on, man. A title shot that would even little me as, like, come on, bruh. Like, come on, man. Like, how you gonna give it? Whatever. Little me was still confuzzled. But Punk came back to claim the championship again, and it would be official. Triple H was also the special guest referee to call it down the middle, so he did. As Punk would win, but Cena's foot was on the rope. But it didn't matter, as Kevin Nash just came back out of nowhere, just attacked Punk, but they never fought, which was mad confusing. But this brings me back. I've probably watched this match like a million times, but I don't really remember anything because so much wrestling has been on this brain since. And maybe I watch it again and do a review. Y'all want that? For next summer? I think I'll do that. But now going to 2012. Ooh, I hear voices in the air. Hear it loud and clear.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
No, Tommy Invincible is not coming out. We would have the biggest match ever. John Cena, the GOAT, going against the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, The Rock, as they started beefing all the way back in 2008 at the Hall of Fame show. But Rock would not show up physically until 2011, making Cena versus Rock at WrestleMania 28 a lock a year before. But going into this feud, I felt like an old school sports rival. It just felt like it. Celtics versus Lakers, Steelers versus Ravens, Barcelona versus Madrid. It just had a big rivalry feel. You just had to choose a side, and based off the side you're choosing, you can end up beefing with a family member or friend or even your dog. And maybe your grandpa. I'm sorry, Grandpa. If you're going for The Rock, I'm going to put you in the STF. I'm sorry. GG's, Grandpa. Guys, the promo battles were just epic. You just had to be there. But hey, good olds, there is WWE Vault. You can just search it up on YouTube. It's still amazing. Both weren't scared to go off on each other, as Cena would expose The Rock for writing promos on his wrist, which was crazy. It actually got The Rock really angry at Cena, and Cena would rip apart The Rock, calling his catchphrases out, saying that he likes to talk about how he has sex with women and talks about his penis, and didn't know if he was fighting The Rock or Mike the Situation from Jersey Shore, When it came to the match, it delivered, but I wouldn't lie. After finding out Cena lost, it broke me, as Cena was my guy. But the good thing that he will bounce back, like no tomorrow. Except there's this one thing that can happen. Oh no, he's back. The night after Mania, Cena addressed the crowd and wanted to congratulate The Rock in person. Instead of The Rock coming out, Brock would show up after, almost 10 years away from the business. It's 2004. He F5 Cena, leading on to the next match at Extreme Rules, but this one would be controversial, as Brock and Cena would fight in an Extreme Rules match, but Cena winning at the end. Fans were complaining because Cena just was fresh out of a loss against The Rock, but then wins like nothing against Brock. Which is like, yeah, but if one person can afford a loss, it's Brock freaking Lesnar. As it never hurt him, as he would win most of his matches after that, even burying Cena at SummerSlam. But we don't talk about that. But Brock can lose and still look like a monster in the end. As Cena won, Brock went on to do bigger things. Now we go to 2013. Let's start off with a random moment where Damien Sandow cashed in on Cena on a random episode of Raw. But let me give you some context. Cena would have an elbow injury, and so it just seemed like, Cena's gonna take off time. Maybe Cena loses, but at least he won't look that bad because he's just off of an elbow injury. No. Super Cena activated, but Cena would come down, give Damien a chance. You want to cash in on me? Cash in. Damien said, nah. But then ultimately attacks him and it starts to cash in. But Cena still won and killed any momentum Damien Sandow had. I remember watching this live, I'm like, oh my god, that's my goat. Damien Sandow, you a jobber. Then we would come back to Randy as he would face him in a unification match at TLC. And this was big because Raw and SmackDown were nearby, as this was, I think, in California, like TLC was in California. I forgot which part, maybe Los Angeles, maybe not, but it was in my area, SmackDown in Portland. And the Raw on that same week had that championship, they had all the champions in one night, and they had a little brawl with Daniel Bryan, which is do a running knee on Shawn, and then Randy accidentally hits Stephanie. And the main event on SmackDown, the one I went to, was Randy Orton apologizing to Triple H, which was random, but I guess it was pivotal to the part of the story, I guess. But I don't care. I was really hyped to see Randy. And yeah, this was crazy because this would be my second show. And I didn't know what to expect because the pay-per-view was about to happen. And obviously, Team Cena over here. But at the end of the show, Randy apologizes, but Triple H would not tell him if he was good or not. So just left Randy confused. Left a little cliffhanger right there. But when the camera's cut, Cena out of nowhere comes in and does an AA onto Randy, onto the tables. To send the crowd home happy. I remember this. I talk about this all the time. And I'm so disappointed I didn't get to see Cena in his retirement tour in person live. But, I'm lucky enough to even witness his greatness live before as a kid. When he was my GOAT, my childhood. He's still, guess, my GOAT. I don't know why I said past tense, but yeah. That was cool. The match happened and Randy still won. Yeah. Rainy. But yeah, that's gonna be the part 1. Part 2 will come out probably a week later. But I just wanted to make this quick video before Cena retires. A thank you, a love letter. But honestly, I want to give you a thanks to y'all for showing mad love to the YouTube channel. Y'all subscribing, y'all liking, y'all watching, and I appreciate it. And from the bottom of my heart, you guys are making me like happy. Like I love seeing the love y'all show to the videos, and keep on doing your thing, and I'm gonna keep doing my thing. See y'all later. I'm out. 4 letters, 1 word. Ooh. The last time is now. No.